Welcome, Aquarius, to your end of the month reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on in your energy and what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you for the end of April. Aquarius. And one more, Aquarius. Ooh, having the beautiful star card come out in your energy. That's your card. How beautiful it is. Talking about the goals that you have, you know, blissfulness, optimism, keeping hold of those dreams. Very nice. Okay, clarifying on the star. Really reaching the stars is really what I'm kind of hearing. Okay. This card's not only going to clarify on the star, but the entire reading. We have balance. Make sure that you stay balanced within your goals and your energy. When you're thinking about doing something, make sure that you keep that balance. Don't overdo it. Don't, pull your dreams too far, right? It almost feels like maybe manifesting too many things at once, right? Have faith that the justice will triumph, okay? As justice and karma go hand in hand, take only what you've earned, treat people fairly, and don't take advantage of anyone or yourself, right? And don't spread yourself too thin, guys, right? Make sure it's rational decisions and logical judgments that you're making. Making sure that you're keeping on, that path to the future where your emotions stay optimistic and not allowing yourself to, get down or look for things too fast, right? Everything has a perfect timing, steps that we have to go through. So it's really just kind of talking about keeping yourself balanced and keeping the ideas balanced. Okay, even if it's a relationship, whatever the situation is, and getting straight into the situation. Going straight to the present, the recent past, and the near future. Clarify, please. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your rising, moon, or Venus. Okay. 8 of Cups in the present with the Page of Swords in reverse. And the High Priestess right side up. Love the High Priestess over here because that means you're going to get straight into that intuition. Really find that balance. The High Priestess is the number 2 card, so it really is talking about that balance and finding the balance between, it feels like the logical thinking of you, Aquarius, and the intuition, that's higher, the higher pieces of the mind, right? Getting into higher self. Okay. So over here you have the Page of Swords upside down. Let's just clarify on that before we get there. I've got a few ideas of what it is, but it really looks like to me that you know that someone is watching you or you're watching something closely, but it feels like there's something that was not learned. But there's that logical thinking again. Here you are right here. It's talking about pretty much all yourself, you coming up as the Page of Swords, you coming out as the King of Swords, and the not moving, having some kind of delay is really what it feels like. It feels like whatever you were trying to learn may have had some kind of delay. Maybe you were trying to fix something, trying to get something discerning to come to life, right? Were you spying on something? Were you trying to adapt to an idea? Trying to make things move. It's all about that perception, right? Something unforeseen. It's almost like, well, I'm trying to get this revealed. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get this moving, but it feels like it's completely in delay and you're not sure how to prepare for that. So now you're kind of in this unprepared state of knowing, right, what to do next. Having the 4 of Coins over here, Maybe you weren't taking the right steps with the Four of Coins. Maybe you weren't holding tight to what you should have been holding tight to, right? And that's talking also about the suspense, the delay, you know, the obstacles, looking for further gain, but not seeing it coming in. Maybe too much money was spent to continue to get to the dream, or maybe it's the pandemic that was holding you back from getting to where you need to be in the past. So take it how it resonates. Could even be a person holding you back, and maybe you just couldn't see where you had to be, right, with them. Or maybe you just felt like they were holding, you know, hiding a lot of things from you, if it's that, right? You weren't sure where this was going, so it just kind of stopped. With the Eight of Cups over here, and that's pretty much how you got over here, right? And this feels very imbalanced. So this is not balanced. It's kind of throwing you for a loop. Okay. With the Star over here. Uh-oh. It's a little bit too big for the card. Yes. You didn't walk away from completely everything, because you were going for the Ten of Cups, right? So it just feels like it was more of a delay, something, you know, that you weren't going to continue. You didn't need, it really just feels, you guys, like you don't need a complete 100% makeover. You're just trying to get to this dream. You're trying to get to this goal. You're trying to make things work, right? But it just feels like there could be some, you know, plans that may have failed, but you're going to work towards them with the Ten of Cups, because you know that this is how you're going to go, right? Because you're still moving, because you have the optimism to keep moving for the, you know, for the new vistas. You can see the new opportunities coming up with the Eight of Cups, right? You still have, there's some happiness, right, with the Ten of Cups. It's just that you want, you know, to continue. And it feels like that's what you're doing. Right, you're just continuing where it feels like it was in delay and suspense. You're continuing to go with the effort, knowing that there's still hope. So it's not a hopeless situation. You know that. And if you didn't know that, you know that now. Right? It's not hopeless. You still have some happiness and some satisfaction. You're just looking for the big boom. Yeah. It's just where it fell weak. It fell short. So you are continuing to keep going. Hey, you know there was a delay. It fell short, but it's okay. It could have weakened the path a little bit. But yeah, Queen of Wands. You're just going to continue with the effort, because you have the integrity and the confidence to keep going after whatever this is. So it's like, okay, fine. So I had something bad happen, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to go hide in a corner and just forget about my dreams. No, it's going to push you stronger with the Queen of Wands. You might even be going after a Leo. Maybe you and a Leo had a little bit of a fallout, but they still make you happy. So you're just going to push the envelope with this person and try to fix it. It's really what it looks like. The King of Cups, right? Yeah. So if it's an enterprise that you're looking at, you want to be the boss. You see yourself as the boss. You see your dreams coming through as the King of Cups over here, right? And maybe you guys are dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, you know? But however it is, you see this enterprise coming through, building. And, you know, I feel like you see this person as, you know, kindly, reliable, responsible, right? You're learning from this person, or this person is, maybe that's, you know, maybe you end up learning from them. Whatever maybe you didn't learn from them in the past, now you're learning now. But however it is, even if there's not a person involved in it, it literally has to do with everything else. You're taking on the responsibilities with integrity to keep this going strong, right? No matter what. And that's just no matter what, right? Because you are very loyal, you know, with the Queen of Wands. You're very loyal to this whole goal that you're after. So, and, you know, so really right now at the end of the month, it's going to really show how you're pushing. That's the point, right? The point is you're really pushing and putting in extra effort to get to that star, to get to where you want to be. And it really feels like you're actually really balancing out the energy really well. Why? Because you know that you had some setbacks, and so you're going to push yourself back to the happiness and the understanding that, hey, you know, sometimes things fall. Let's just keep pushing. So really pushing nicely. Yes, and working really hard. And there's that realization I was just talking about, realizing that you had the setbacks and figuring out how to fix it. Absolutely, because you've gained the clarity and the understanding to move forward within this, yeah, see, learned. So where it feels like maybe there was something you couldn't learn, you've definitely learned now. Yeah. Okay, so that's awesome. And if there were mistakes that were made in the past that caused the delay, you now have the clarity and the understanding of what happened. So the High Priestess over here is really, like I said, it really does feel like, because you have all the swords, all the understanding and clarity, and logical thinking, you can actually become the High Priestess and use that to your advantage of getting to this secret desire. It could just be, you know, or whatever desire it is, whether it's a secret or it's just desired outcomes, the goal that you're looking for, the path that you're going on. So in the near future, it's really talking about, yeah, that determination with the Eight of Wands, knowing that there is success and that you can pull through this. And being in High Priestess mode over here is really going to give you that motivation and that extra push that you need to get through this. Okay, because really having that is really showing that there could be extra knowledge, right? And we see that over here being learned. So it can be even extra enlightenment, common sense. Maybe it's just common sense. You took your intuition with your logical and you're saying, well, in common sense, now we know, right? And feeling like you have more intelligent and understanding than you had from the past. And so it just feels like you just keep getting, you know, smarter about the situation at hand, more knowledgeable, and having more understanding than you ever had before. So awesome. So if there was any short-sightedness that you had in the past, definitely in the near future, it's gone. So that's beautiful in itself. And that's really going to work to your advantage. And we see that with the Eight of Wands. Why? Because this is going to cause that sudden, swift movement. So where it wasn't moving before, and it's kind of like, you know, kind of in the works over here moving, it's now going to take off and have a lot of sudden progress and swift activity. Okay. A lot more movement, a lot more speed going on. And it's just, it really feels like, Aquarius, like it's because you know exactly where you're moving now with no hesitations. Oh, absolutely, with the Chariot, right. So it felt like if you did have places that felt imbalanced and you weren't sure if you should go here or you should go there, or am I going the right way, you don't have to do that anymore, because now you have the Chariot moving. And it really does feel like that. So if you're law and attracting as well, it's really taking that Chariot and is really moving it along with the Sun. So it's moving that Chariot straight to the Sun. Those prayers, all those things you've been doing, and all that work that you've been doing is really making the Chariot move in your favor. So that energy is really pushing for this Sun, bringing in the extra happiness. There's going to be a lot of things that come to light, and you're going to feel very energized from this, because you're actually going to see things coming to you, right? You're going to actually start seeing this unfold. Okay, so that's very nice. So let's see what the angels have to say. And like I said, some of you could be definitely dealing with a Leo. I have every Leo card up here. So if you're definitely moving towards a Leo, yeah. Definitely see that happening. Okay, so the angels say, yeah, any kind of goal that you're really working from a year from now, it could be 6 months to a year from now, things are really going to start pushing themselves really fast. I mean, it literally could even be done in a year from now. Okay, because yeah, but it has to be up to you to keep continuing to keep yourself balanced and keep going strong. And of course, that determination to keep moving in that right forward movement. So if you're trying to get out of debt or anything like that, just keep going strong. the way you're going, right? If you're doing a snowball effect, keep going. If you're looking for love and you're working, you know, whatever you're doing or working on this project, whatever project you're working on or looking for, just keep going strong, because there is definitely something better coming within a year from now. And that's definitely a year from now. Whatever you're doing now is going to pay off in a year from now, for sure. And don't forget the helpful people. And maybe that's what the Leo is, right? Maybe the Leo isn't a love. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's a co-partner. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's just your wife, right? Take it how it resonates, or a really good friend who could help you and who is making you understand, right? So, okay. And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye.